Palagay ko naman ay hindi ka naniniwala dito sa sinabi ng ating Pangulo na ayaw ko naman na matawag siya na siya ang Hitler ng Pilipinas. Bakit binanggit niya to eh? Am I right? O ito po. Ito na po ang question ko, and this will only be answerable yes or no. I am not going to ask any more explanation, Colonel Leonardo. Sagutin niyo lang ako ng yes or no. Doon sa dalawang affidavit ni Colonel Garma na nabasa mo at napakinggan mo, yan ba ay pinapaniwalaan mo? Yes or no?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Pangalawang tanong, also answer by yes or no. Naniniwala ka ba na merong reward system? Yes or no?
May narinig ako, yes, Mr. Chair.
No. Yes or no lang. Naniniwala ka ba na merong reward system? Yes or no?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Yun lang po ang gusto ko. I rest my case, Mr. Chair.
Hello po mga ka-viral, welcome back to this YouTube channel. Latest update ulit tayo. Booking na si Police Captain Kenneth Albotra at Colonel Leonardo sa kanilang naging papel sa pagpanaw ni Tanawan City Mayor Antonio Halili at Mayor Perez ng Laguna. Nangyari ang pananambang kay Mayor Halili at Perez noong kasagsagan ng kampanya kontra droga ng nagdaang administrasyon. Marami ang nalungkot at nabigla sa nangyari sa dalawang mayor. Base sa naging pahayag at affidavit ni Colonel Riena Garma sa Quad Committee ay pinangalanan niya si Police Captain Albotra na may kinalaman sa nangyari sa pumanaw na mayor. Sa pagharap ni Captain Albotra sa Quad Committee ay hindi tinanggap ng komite ang mga rason at alibay ni Albotra na wala ito sa lugar nung nangyari ang pananambang dahil ayon sa mga magigiting na congressmen ay maaari itong nag-utos o nag-hire ng tauhan na magsasakatuparan ng plano kina Mayor Halili at Perez. Dahil nabulgar na mayroong nakaantay na promotion at reward sa opisyal na siyang makagawa ng plano sa mga personalidad na opisyal man o sibilyan na nasa listahan ng narcolist at PIDEA. At si Colonel Leonardo Di Umano ang itinuturong nagplano para ipatupad ang nasabing reward system dahil siya ang pinagkatiwalaan ng nagdaang Pangulo sa nasabing plano. Narito ang nakakagulat na mga revelasyon kina Captain Albotra at Colonel Leonardo. Atin pong panuurin.
You admit that there is a DAO template po ba?
Meron po, Mr. Chair, yung Tokhang, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, Tokhang, meron pong Davao template and you were tasked with replicating it nationwide. Nabanggit po ninyo na yung original tasking for, supposedly yung task force is to replicate it Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Tama po ba to?
Initially po, nagplano nga pong ganon, Mr. Chair, yung sa task force, na hindi naman po natuloy, Mr. Chair.
Hindi natuloy kasi na-operationalize yung drug war through Operation Double Barrel, Opland Double Barrel. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
But despite the existence of Opland Double Barrel, nag-continue pa rin po ba yung inyong task force in some other capacity?
Hindi na po, Mr. Chair. Nag-follow po kami kung ano yung national implementation nung double barrel, Mr. Chair.
So you are now operating within the terms of Opland Double Barrel. But after that po, no, kasi naalala po natin, nabanggit po sa affidavit ni Colonel Garma, yung meeting po ninyo, which you did not deny, between Class 96 and 97, nangyari sometime in May 2016, just before, after the victory of the incoming administration, but before taking oath noong June 30, tama po ba?
Actually, parang last week po ng June, Mr. Chair.
Last week of June pala, sorry. So the last week of June, but before assumption po ng administration.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Ang nabanggit po sa affidavit ni ni Colonel Garma na meron po kayo you were already tapped for this task force. May nabanggit na po sanang operational ideas kayo. But after the meeting noong June 2016, may mga pagbabago. Ito na po ba yung sinabi mong hindi natuloy or more on mga operational changes lang po ito?
Yan na po yun, Mr. Chair, hindi na po yun natuloy.
Hindi natuloy. But despite that, Mr. Chair, Colonel Leonardo, shortly after, 1 week after assumption of office of the new administration, nalipat na po kayo sa CIDG 11. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
So kayo po ay naging regional chief for CIDG.
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
And I believe natanong na po ito dati, pero as CIDG chief, you would only report to either the chief PNP or the regional director. Tama po ba?
Okay, ulit po, Mr. Chair, na
Opo.
na ano po ako.
As chief ng regional CIDG, you would only report to one, your chief PNP, and two, yung regional director po ninyo. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
But aside from this, you still have admitted before that you have a personal relation with both with the former president. Tama po ba?
Personally, magkakilala po kami, Mr. Chair.
But of course, tinap na po kayo for the supposed task force. Kahit hindi natuloy, nagkaroon po kayo ng meeting sa Mandalay Hotel po ba yun?
Sa ano po, Panakan po, Mr. Chair.
I'm sorry.
Panakan po, Panakan, Davao City, Mr. Chair.
So nagka-meeting po kayo. So you're in a familiar terms with the former president.
Nagkaroon po kami ng, na-meet lang namin siya, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Dahil courtesy call po yun, Mr. Chair.
Courtesy call, but you admitted earlier that you were tapped for the task force. Kahit hindi natuloy, natap po kayo ng administration. Tama po ba?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so given that you were tapped, and then given that you had that meeting, despite po na hindi na operationalize yung iyong task force, you already had that working relationship while you were chief of CIDG 11. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
So given that you were already, although again, you were tapped, hindi nag-operationalize yung task force, but since you have that personal relation, would at times the president contact you during your stint as CIDG 11 chief?
Hindi po si former president kumokontak sa akin, Mr. Chair, pag may kailangan sila. Then Sap Bongo, Mr. Chair.
So si Special Assistant to the President, Bongo, yung nagko-contact po sa inyo.
Opo, Mr. Chair, pagka may kailangan lang po.
And aside from Sap Bongo, as you mentioned earlier, si Chief PNP Bato Dela Rosa would also contact you. Tama po ba? Or for any concerns of the President, talagang kay Sap Bongo lang po yan?
Kay Sap Bongo lang po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Just to clarify also, kapag may concerns yung Presidente, minsan dumadaan po ba ito sa regional chief ninyo, sa PNP? Or talagang...
minsan po akong tinatawagan, Mr. Chair.
Minsan po tinatawagan. Pero if the President would not course any instructions to the Chief PNP, it's unlikely that the President will course instructions through your regional chief. And what you've admitted just now po, Colonel Leonardo, is that usually through Sap Bongo po yung mga instructions. Now, Mr. Chair, most respectfully, Colonel Leonardo, what kind of instructions po ang dinadaan po through Sap Bongo?
Kung meron lang po siyang gustong itanong, malaman ng mga information, Mr. Chair, minsan po ako po ang nautusan, nanghihingi ng information sa akin, Mr. Chair.
And yung information po na hiningi nila, this is purely confined to Region 11 matters that would concern the CIDG 11. Is that correct?
Usually, tungkol sa Region 11 po, Mr. Chair.
Usually, pero would they ask you concerns, let's say, regarding Luzon, regarding Visayas, or other regions of Mindanao?
Meron din po, pero bihira lang po, Mr. Chair.
Bakit kaya po tinatanong, why would they be asking you if you are CIDG 11 chief, but they would ask you for information other places? Would this somehow be related with the fact na kayo nga po ang tinap for the operationalization of the drug war task force?
Hindi naman po, Mr. Chair. Actually, they can go straight through to the Chief PNP, Mr. Chair. But there are instances, Mr. Chair, na kung kaya naman sa level ko lang po, minsan ako na po nautusan just to check, Mr. Chair, or just to give them information. Kung ano po yung inuutos, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, in your experience po, in your many years in the PNP, is it normal for the President to contact a regional head? Isn't it usually for any concerns that they would have? Sa Chief PNP po, tinatanong?
It's not the president who's contacting me, Mr. Chair. It was only then Sap Bongo, Mr. Chair.
Sorry, just to clarify, Colonel Leonardo, but you mentioned that Sap Bongo would contact you on behalf of the president. Or you have no way to confirm?
Well, I believe, Mr. Chair, may direct contact po siya kay President, Mr. Chair.
Opo. So it would be understandable kasi po siya ay special assistant to the president. So any concerns coming from him would naturally flow from Malacanang. So you would assume that it's from the president. So forgive me for the semantics when I mentioned earlier that the president would contact you, but to be technically, to be specific, as you said, so it would be Sap Bongo who would contact you for concerns that may involve the president. Tama po ba?
For concerns that he wanted to know about, Mr. Chair.
Okay. And generally, Colonel Leonardo, through the chair most respectfully, these are drug war-related concerns?
Meron din pong mga information na gano'n, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, just to clarify po, no, kasi nabanggit nga rin naman ni Chair Bante. So you believe that there is a payment and reward scheme. Tama po ba?
Narinig ko lang po, Mr. Chair.
Narinig mo. Have there been any instances when you have been contacted by the leaders? In this case, sabi niyo po, si Sap Bongo, did he ask you to verify anything in relation to either the drug list or a payment of reward scheme?
Meron pong tinatanong sa akin na information about yung mga nasa list. Ako naman po, tatanong po ako sa PNP, Mr. Chair. Pero doon po sa reward, hindi po ako natanong tungkol doon, Mr. Chair.
Nabanggit po earlier, I think it was Congressman Pimentel who was asking you about a certain list of names that were mentioned in the affidavit of Ms. Garma. Nabanggit po dito yung the likes of Romel Bactat, Rodel Serbo, Michael Palma, Lester Berganyo, and Peter Parungo. And you confirmed knowing them. Tama po ba, Mr.
Yes,
Chair?
Mr. Chair.
But you deny that this was the team that you tapped even for your temporary task force? Or do you admit na sila nga po ang kinontak ninyo?
Actually, they were part of the plan, but it did not happen, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so they were part of the plan. And when...
Yes, Mr. Chair. Some of them, not all of them, because the other two are just striker, Mr. Chair.
Strikers.
Civilian.
And you admit to having contacted them because they were part of the plan in which you were going to. So this corroborates the affidavit of Ms. Garma. However, you deny that this was operationalized. You mentioned that upon the assumption of the administration and the operationalization of Oplan Tokhang, hindi po ito natuloy. But how do we account for the fact that Ms. Garma was able to identify them po? Did you at any time inform Ms. Garma of these so-called picks of yours for your team?
I confirm that I actually invited her to join the proposed team, Mr. Chair, but she declined.
Okay, so when you invited her for the proposed team, that's the time that you mentioned to Colonel Garma na ito po ang mga pinili ko nyo for the team, and then ganito yung magiging operational protocol po niyo, etc., etc. Is that a one-time communication that you had with Colonel Garma when you relayed such to her?
We did not discuss the details, Mr. Chair.
Can I ask Colonel Grijaldo to take the seat?
Colonel Grijaldo. After ni
Colonel, pangunahan lang kita. I hope you will answer my question truthfully. Now, have you been assigned in Region 7?
Yes, sir.
When was that?
Normally, ang tinatransfer yung opisyal, naiiwan yung mga tao eh. Bakit ganun?
Mr. Chair, hanggang ngayon naman po, Mr. Chair, may until now, Mr. Chair, may mga
Hindi mo sinasagot
assignment.
yung katanungan ko.
Pardon, Mr. Chair.
Ang katanong ko sa iyo, bakit ikaw, hindi ba normally ang opisyal, pag transfer from one position to another, especially outside the region, mag-isa lang siya. Maliban lang kung may gagawin sa lugar na yon. Or mayroong rason kung bakit kailangan niya, yung tao niya, nakasama niya.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Ha?
May rason po, Mr. Chair.
May rason.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ano kaya yung rason na yon?
Ah,
Bakit sinamahan ka ng dalawang tao mo?
Mr. Chair, ako po mismo ang nag-request sa kanila, Mr. Chair, kung papayag sila kasi
Hindi yun ang tatanungin mo eh. Ang tatanungin mo yung commander mo kung papayag na mawalan siya ng dalawang tao. Kasi normally, ang kwan doon is pag nawalan ng PNCO yung isang unit, may kapalit dapat.
yes, Mr. Chair. I agree,
No,
Mr. Chair.
kaya nga. Bakit dalawa? Ni-request mo, ang tikas-tikas mo naman. Maliban lang talaga kung merong iniutos sa'yo, kaya pinasama yung dalawang kasama sa'yo. Hindi ba?
Mr. Chair, sinama ko po sila, Mr. Chair, kasi kinailangan ko rin po, Mr. Chair, ng magpapagkatiwalaan, Mr. Chair. At pumayag naman po sila, Mr. Chair.
Sige, kasi wala pa akong kwan dito eh. Ang tinatanong ko lang, yung nakikita ko na pattern na nangyayari. Kasi sa lahat ng may mga kwan, may mga nangyayari na EJK, may mga isang team na nag-ooperate. Ikaw, maring hindi ikaw ang kwan, ang shooter or gunman. Hindi naman ako naniniwala na ikaw siguro ang gunman. Ikaw lang siguro yung kwan. Kasi alam ko naman na ang police operation bago sila gagawa ng ganun merong kung tawagin natin magke-casing at saka surveillance muna eh. At ikaw siguro yun. Thank you. Colonel Garduque, you said a while ago that as part of the evidence, you submitted to the prosecutor or to the court yung video na present kanina ni Honorable Fernandez. Ulitin ko, would that be correct?
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
Yes. Now, can you please give to us or submit to this committee all the records pertaining to the case that you have filed against former Councilor Tamisin?
Yes, sir. We will do that, sir.
We'll do that. Now, mag-usap tayo. Lalaki sa lalaki. O bakit matagalan ka mag-isip?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If the video is not submitted as official evidence of the case that you filed against former Councilor Tamisin, I will move to cite you in contempt for lying to me.
Yes, sir.
Sigurado ka, ha? Usapan lalaki yan. Now, did you conduct a cartographic sketch?
No, sir.
O bakit may sketch na pinapakita si Honorable Fernandez kanina?
It was the illustration, facial recognition sketch by the...
I know, kasi imbestigar ako dati, kaya nga alam ko na ang tawag doon, cartographic sketch by a cartographer.
It was a computer illustration by
Oo,
the...
kasi bago na ngayon.
Opo, sir.
Parating pa lang yung equipment na yon nung ako ang chief ng CIS.
Yes,
At ang mga sample ng mga ilong, mga mata, mga bunganga, ay galing po doon sa Bureau of Correction. Alam ko yun, iho. Kaya ito, cartographic sketch, hindi na yung cartographer ang gumagawa.
Opo, sir.
Kuwan na ito, computer na. Sasabihin lang kung anong klaseng kilay, anong klaseng mata, at saka anong klaseng bibig. Di ba?
Tama po, sir.
Oo. Ano naman, no? So, kung sino yung witness ninyo na nagbigay nito, nag-describe sa sa suspect?
I could not remember na sir, but I will check the record, sir, doon sa
Yes, sa
isinabmit
susunod
namin sa
natin
court.
pagkikita,
Opo, sir.
masasabi mo na siguro sa akin.
Yes, sir.
Kasi siya ang nakakita sa suspect, di ba?
Yes, sir. Tama, sir.
Oh, kasi pwede naman yung gawa-gawa yun eh. And may I know, when you file the case, ilan po yung nagbigay ng sworn statements para i-point si kay former Councilor Tamisen as the suspect? Meron ba kayong witnesses na prinisinta?
Meron, sir, kaya lang hindi ko pa masiguro kung ilan yun, sir. I will also check our data, sir, doon sa
Sama ka sa SITG eh. Eh kung ako ang opisyal mo, paano kita promote sa full kernel kung hindi mo alam yung trabaho mo?
Sorry, sir, nakalimutan ko na rin kasi, sir. Pero I promise, sir, next meeting, i-ano namin yung...
Pero hindi mo nakakalimutan na magsuot ng brief every morning after taking a bath.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Pero nakalimutan mo kung sino ang witness mo.
Yes, sir. Nakalimutan ko na po, sir.
So, you will provide that, yung mga witnesses. Now, you said a while ago na yung motive ay political. May I know the basis of that?
Actually, sir, the one of the respondent is kalaban niya dati sa politika. That is why
Sino? Sino? Pakiulit.
yung respondent doon sa kaso, sir, si Mr. Sir Tamisen, is nakalaban niya doon sa Los Baños, sir.
Anong ibig mong sabihin sa nakalaban?
They naglaban sila, sir, to the position of mayor.
Position of mayor?
Yes, sir.
Nagkalaban sila. So si former Councilor Tamisin tumakbo na mayor laban kay Mayor Cesar Perez.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Would that be correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Apat po kami.
Yapan. So, bakit po siya ang sinentro nyo? Eh, kung apat sila magkalaban, anong ginawa nyo sa tatlo?
Hindi ko na ma-recall, sir, yung mga circumstances surrounding kung bakit na...
Magkikita pa rin tayo,
Yes, sir.
Colonel. At
Yes,
baka sa susunod, iko-contempt ka ni Congressman Paduano. Kasi hindi nyo ma-explain sa akin eh. Matanong ko nga, anong baril ang ginamit?
Hindi ko na rin matandaan, sir. Nasa report namin, sir, doon sa sinabmit namin sa Piskalya, sir.
Do you know the answer, former councilor?
Yes, Your Honor. I saw the report of the SOCO. It's 5.56 millimeter.
Hindi. Anong klaseng baril?
M16, Your Honor.
M16. Hindi mo alam, matandaan? Colonel Garduque.
Sorry, sir. Honestly, hindi ko na matandaan lahat, sir. Yung
Kasi, para bang, number one, haphazard ang investigasyon nyo. Number two, hindi mo sineryoso yung pag-iimbestiga. Di ba? Being the chief of police. And that was your main responsibility then. Tama? Oh, ano?
Yes, sir.
Now, si Andulan,
Yes, Your Honor.
yung kayo ang nag-serve
What's that?
Made your claim of absolute innocence.
Mr. Chair, I can only think of two reasons, Mr. Chair. Unang-una po, masyado na pong confused at mabigat na po ang dinadaanan ni ma'am. Kaya gusto niya na po sigurong ipasa ang burden, Mr. Chair. Pangalawa, si Lieutenant Colonel Santi Mendoza po, Mr. Chair. Siya po ay classmate ko. Baka po nagalit na rin si ma'am sa class namin, Mr. Chair.
You have to realize, Major Albotra, that the testimony that was given by Colonel Garma started with the president down to the police operatives. Yours is not even a pinch of that totality. At kagaya po ng tinanong kanina ng ibang members ng Quad, why of all the police officers in the entire country, why you, if she indeed is not telling the truth?
Can I answer, Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Sa totoo lang, Mr. Chair, hindi ko po talaga alam, Mr. Chair. Yun lang pong reason na yun ang naisip ko. Pero kung you try to background me po doon sa Cebu, Mr. Chair, wala pong maniniwala, Mr. Chair, na ako ay ganong klaseng tao. Hindi po ako mayabang. Tahimik nga lang po ako, Mr. Chair. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.
Now, Major, I wish to invite your attention to paragraph 12 of your affidavit. Sabi mo dito, even my subsequent career promotion and assignments debunks any notion of being rewarded or incentivized due to any allegations of killings. Do you know for a fact that the reward system exists? Yes or no?
Mr. Chair,
Yes or no?
partly yes po, Mr. Chair, partly no.
Partly yes. Enlighten us, which part of the reward system are you aware of?
Mr. Chair, what I am trying to elaborate here, Mr. Chair, ako po ay tapon-tapon din, Mr. Chair, sa aking assignments. Yung promotion ko, kita nyo naman, Mr. Chair, hanggang ngayon, hindi pa ako napopromote. And kung totoo, Mr. Chair, na talagang parte ako nung pagpatay kay Mayor Halili, siguro po maganda po yung assignment ko, Mr. Chair. Hindi po ako binalik doon sa Cebu, Mr. Chair. Tapos, yes, Mr. Chair.
So when you speak about reward system, you are pertaining only to promotion and assignment? Is that what you mean?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Then you could have used the word promotion and assignment and not reward. Why did you use the term reward? What do you understand about the reward system of the war on drugs?
I have no personal knowledge on that, Mr. Chair. I did not partake on that.
If you do not have a personal knowledge, this representation would not mind if that is a hearsay. What do you understand about the reward system? Because certainly, this is not about promotion. This is not about a choice of assignment. Otherwise, you should have indicated that in paragraph 12. What do you understand about the reward system of the war on drugs?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, yun po ang aking ibig sabihin po, Mr. Chair, when I write here in my affidavit, the word reward, Mr. Chair, and
Did you read your affidavit before you signed?
yes, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
Sino po ang gumawa ng affidavit nyo?
Yung lawyer ko po, Mr.